Hello, and welcome to our 4-H gardening webinar, Gardening with Kids. I'm Kate Eichstead, and I am the Hawaii 4-H Military Partnership Coordinator. Today, we'll be reviewing the Junior Master Gardener curricula and sharing tips and tricks for gardening with youth of all ages. 4-H is structured around the experiential learning model. All activities are hands-on learning experiences. Remember that processing with the youth is just as important as doing the hands-on activity. Skill building is a goal in 4-H, and besides gardening and plant science skills, we are building a multitude of life skills such as goal setting, teamwork, self-responsibility, and more through 4-H project work. Some of these skill building that is developed in gardening is measuring, math, healthy lifestyle choices, keeping records, and safety, just to name a few. Our objectives for this training webinar are to learn basic gardening skills, how to use the Junior Master Garden Curricula Series, give you some inspiration, and to spark fun in your 4-H projects. Let's take a few seconds and envision what you think a garden might look like. You might actually have more than one type of garden in mind. When it comes to gardening, there are endless options. Or you might have been thinking about a smaller version of a vegetable garden using a raised bed. The size or theme of your garden will depend on the space, soil, sunlight, water needs, and access. But as long as you have even just 1 square foot of space, you too can garden. Let's take a look at some of the options. There is container gardening for small space. You can have houseplants. You can do topiary or bonsai. There is citrus or fruit trees, which could be in large pots or in an orchard. You could have a fairy garden, which can be fun to play with and are great solutions for small spaces or for indoors. There's succulent gardening, which is a great project on water-wise plants, or otherwise called xeriscape gardening. Another great space solution is vertical gardening. You can also use recycled materials for gardening projects. 4-H has so many resources for you. There is something for every age level. Junior Master Gardener is a series of curricula. JMG Level 1 in the handbook is what we're going to talk about today, but there's also Health and Nutrition in the Garden, Wildlife Gardeners, Learn, Grow, Eat, and Go, Literature in the Garden, Operation Thistle, and Operation Water. There's also other 4-H gardening curriculum. Today, we are going to take a closer look at the Junior Master Gardener Level 1 series, which can be adapted to be used with all ages. The curriculum is broken down into topics. With each topic is a variety of activities to help develop skills and mastery in that subject matter. In Chapter 1 is Plant Growth and Development. Participants will learn how plants grow and make our world a better place. In Chapter 2, Soil and Water, participants will get their hands dirty and learn how soil and water are important to plants and all living things. Chapter 3, Ecology and Environmental Horticulture. Participants will get the big picture of how people, plants, and animals all depend upon each other and how they can help to take care of our environment. Chapter 4, Insects and Diseases. And participants will find out what bugs them and their plants. by exploring the world of insects and plant diseases. Chapter 5, Landscape Horticulture. Participants will learn how to create and take care of beautiful gardens and how to attract birds, insects, and other creatures to their backyards or neighborhood. Chapter 6, Fruits and Nuts. Participants will learn about many different kinds of fruits and nuts. They'll make smoothies, raisins, and even peanut butter. Chapter 7, Vegetables and Herbs. Participants will learn to grow many different kinds of vegetables and herbs and how to cook them in some yummy dishes. Chapter 8, Life Skills and Career Exploration. Participants will learn more about themselves, their friends, and their school, and discover how to make plans for the future. We will show you some of the activities from the book. We will highlight these because these are foundations for any garden and will help ensure success of your garden project.
Hi, I'm Kate.
Hi, I'm Julia.
And we're going to show you some activities from the Junior Master Gardener curriculum. So Julia, what do plants need?
They need water and soil
Yeah.
and air
Okay.
and sun.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay. Well, so this is an easy way to remember what plants need. A place, light, air, nutrients. They're thirsty, they need water and soil. So now we're going to plant some seeds and use these principles that we just talked about.
Yep.
So we're going to use paper towels to garden.
Yes, paper towel.
We're going to use this paper towel to help us with spacing our garden. This is called square foot gardening, and this is a really helpful tip when gardening with kids. So we're going to plant some carrots, Julia. How many carrots do you think are going to go into 1 square foot? What do you think? A lot. We're going to be doing a 2x2 garden. So we're going to start off small with our garden, which I suggest you do when you're just starting out. So if we have a 2x2 garden, we have 4 square feet. And so we're going to plant lettuce and we're going to plant carrots. So lettuce and carrots need different spacing. For lettuce, we need, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seeds will go into a square foot. So we're going to use this template later.
And for carrots, we need
This is carrots.
1.
So for carrots, we can put
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 carrot seeds can be grown in a 1 square foot space. So these templates will come in handy when we take our garden, when we take our seeds outside. And what we'll do is we will punch a little hole with a pencil into the soil and drop our seeds into the soil. So for example, our carrots, they need to be a depth of 1/4 inch. So we'll poke down just 1/4 of an inch, and our lettuce is about a 1/2 inch.
Correct.
This is a great way to save seeds and have a more productive gardening when it's spaced out properly. Let's go plant some carrots.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is. We're going to plant our seeds now.
And we have to put 1 seed in each hole.
Yeah, let's try it. The carrots need to be planted at 1/4 of a depth. So we're going to poke our holes with just a sharp tool like a pencil or this paintbrush, like that. What would happen if we didn't water our seeds?
Then they would die and we wouldn't make any flowers.
Yeah, we wouldn't have any of our plants if we didn't water them.
Yeah, and if we didn't water them, there'd no be plants. If it was a day for Grandma that we were going to give her some flowers and we didn't water them, and that's the day that we have to give to her.
You wouldn't have them.
Yeah, because we didn't water.
Now that we've planted our carrot seeds, we want to take some time for some TLC and we want to schedule it. So we planted these carrot seeds and we'll expect to see them emerging from the ground in about 10 days. So on a simple calendar, we put when we planted it, when we expect to see the plant emerge, and then when we are going to harvest it as well. Scheduling out when you're going to weed and water will set you up for success. So take that extra step and put it on paper.
Properly marking your garden is important to know what will be growing, but it can also be a fun way to add color to a children's garden. Paint stirs, rocks, concrete stepping stones are great ways for youth to add their artistic twist to the garden.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to use a simple weed mat to eliminate weeds in your garden. All you need is some scissors and some newspaper and some soil or mulch. What you'll do is use strips of newspaper, and you can cut around where your plants are like I did here. And then I'm just simply going to put this around my plant base so that the plant can grow, but weeds cannot grow up around it. Put a little water on it. And then I can cover this with some mulch to help keep in some moisture, or put a little bit more soil on top of it to hold down the newspaper. So you can see here that the plant is able to grow, but this is going to give that barrier so those weeds won't come up. Then you'll be able to do more activities with the kids instead of always being in the garden weeding.
Soil is a building block for all life. It is composed of many materials, just as your favorite cookie recipe contains many ingredients. The main ingredient in soil is rock that has been broken down into tiny particles over time. It also contains decomposing plants and animals, such as the leaves that have fallen from the trees or grass clippings after mowing. These are broken down by another soil ingredient, microorganisms, which are creatures living in the soil that are too small to see without a microscope. Finally, the soil also contains water and nutrients. The Junior Master Gardener curriculum has several activities that allow youth to learn about the soil and explore it further. We are going to show you another activity to demonstrate plant needs. This activity is a fun and silly way to show these important principles of plant science. To make a plant person, all you need is a nylon stocking, some seed mix, some soil, and then some craft materials to make your person. Children will have fun watching their plant person grow and being able to give it a haircut. Grass will begin to emerge in just a few days, so this is a fast way to get kids excited about growing. Let's take a look at it. Let's finish off with some resources. Every county has a Master Gardener program. I have listed the Oahu Master Gardener hotline. If you're not on Oahu, then I suggest contacting your local extension office to find out more about that resource. Another great resource that we have in Hawaii is our Hawaii State Public Library System. Did you know that there are seeds available at some of the local libraries? You might consider writing a small grant to support your project. There are lots of small grants available for gardening projects with youth. This is just one resource, kidsgardening.org. Another resource is the 4-H curricula. There's Seed Club, 4-H Gardening, the Junior Master Gardening Series, Soilless Gardening, Forestry, Environmental Science, Literature in the Garden, and Container Flowers. Another great resource is the JMG Kids website and their social media. Get tips and tricks by following them on social media. If you have any questions or you want to get started with a gardening project, contact your county agent. You can find out who your county agent is by going to our Hawaii State 4-H program website. Or if you are a military partnership 4-H club, please contact your military coordinator. Now get growing. Thank you very much for watching this webinar. Have a great day.